Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. Fred Okengo Matiang'i is expected to make his first political appearance in the two counties of Kisii and Nyamira. And by yesterday, the mood in Kisii and Nyamira were like this. In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about what to expect during that very important appearance. Because on Wednesday, Fred Matiang'i's team issued some press statement. And two things came out clearly from that press statement. The first thing which came out very clearly is that the team is organized. And I want to challenge Kalonzo Musyoka to learn something from that team. The second thing which also came out is that Matiang'i already has a campaign secretariat based on this letter, which this press statement which they released. Let me go through that press statement, because in this video, I want us to go inside that visit. Because according to the secretariat, two things are going to happen there. It's going to be meet the people tour, several stops, and also they're going to pay courtesy calls to the two county governors, that is the governor for Nyamira and governor for Kisii. This is what the statement stated. Press release, Team Matiang'i Secretariat. I think they're copying Team Uhuru. The Team Matiang'i Secretariat responsible for coordinating the engagement of our leader, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, is pleased to inform the public that the former cabinet secretary will make his first public appearance this year in the Gusii region on Friday, May 2nd, 2025. Dr. Matiang'i will be accompanied, listening to this, Dr. Matiang'i will be accompanied by all elected leaders from Gusii region, which means they've sent invitation to all elected leaders from the Gusii region, including Governors Simba Arati and Governors Amos Nyaringo, Senator Moima Onyonka and Okongo Omogeni, as well as members of parliament and members of county assembly. If all these people will turn up, then I can assure you this is going to be bigger. The visit will include a meet the people tour and official courtesy visits to the offices of the respective governors of Kisii and Nyamira. So which means, I think once they land in Nyamira, they pay the governor the courtesy visit, then proceed with the rallies. Go to Kisii, the same. Key stopovers during the tour is Kijauri, Keroka, Keumbu, Kisii Town, Nyamira. The visit underscores Dr. Matiang'i's commitment to listening to the people and reconnecting with the grassroots. For further information and coordination, kindly listening to this, contact Omoima Onyonka, Honorable Okongo Omogeni, Anthony Kibagendi, Honorable Nyambeka Gisesa, and Honorable Jacob Mogaka. Which means even before the day Matiang'i has MPs, senators, governors fully behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to talk about this visit, what to expect. And then maybe later after the visit, we are going to do another video to review whether it was a flop or it was a success. Because today is that day Matiang'i and his team must send a strong signal not only to the Gusii region, but to the entire country, whether Matiang'i is ready. My expectation is that the Gusii region will formally release Matiang'i to go and start campaigning. Before we get into all those, allow me to take this opportunity to introduce you guys to Brick Solutions. Brick Solutions is your number one partner in CCTV installation, software solutions, website development, and structured cabling. Currently, Brick Solutions has one of the best point-of-sale softwares in the market in Africa, which is designed for schools, pharmacies, supermarkets, barber shops, petrol stations, electrical shops, name it. You can contact them on the contact you are seeing on your screen there for live demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, what should we look for during this tour of Fred Okengo Matiang'i in Gusii region? The first thing is the reception. How will Matiang'i be received on the ground? What will be the mood of the people? Yesterday, Advanced Team did some job. I came across several videos of the team moving around, mobilizing a 100% show. People like Onyonka, people like Kibagendi, who've been part of ODM, people like Simba Arati are great organizers. If the reception is going to be huge, if the reception is going to be enough to send a signal to the country, Matiang'i is going to propel himself top there. Because so far, Ruto is the president. And we all know Ruto when it comes to politics. He can really mobilize, he can really organize, he can really execute. On this other side, the question has always been, who can remove William Ruto? Several names are being mentioned. And Matiang'i is one of them. And Matiang'i can only win the support of the rest of the country if he is received well in Kisii. Because so far in Kisii, Maraga David is planning to run. And most people are saying maybe that's the strategy by the president. Murara Kebaso is also planning to run on the Gen Z ticket. And yesterday he was on TV really dismantling Fred Matiang'i. Again, people are questioning whether it's honest or he's on a mission. But the way Matiang'i is going to be received today is going to be significant. And I'm going to focus on that. I don't know whether to go to Kisii. Should I go to Kisii? Kisii is just 2 hours from me. I can just go join them incognito, then come back. What do you think? Number 2, we should also pay very close attention to the leaders who will accompany Matiang'i during this tour. For example, I've seen they've listed the name of Simba Arati. Will he join? How many MPs from the Gusii region will join Matiang'i? How many MCs? That's going to send a signal. For example, should Arati join, the question is going to be, is he dumping ODM party, or is ODM party in some kind of background arrangement with Matiang'i? Very important. And as the national leader, And at the national level, how many MPs from other political parties are going to join Matiang'i? What about the core principles? Are we going to see Rigathi? Are we going to see Kalonzo? For me, I don't expect them because their presence is going to erode that tour. But maybe they'll also want to make that appearance. We'll be able to see. Even if they don't, we can gauge from their representatives. For example, if Senator Manzo will be there, we can assume he's representing Kalonzo. That's significant. The third thing is the message. What's going to be their rallying call? Particularly from Matiang'i. Because if you are keen, even from that press statement alone, Matiang'i is making himself a presidential candidate. He's making himself presidential. And Matiang'i actually hired some Canadian firm to prospect on the viability of his candidature. That Canadian firm already concluded that it's viable. And that firm is also engaged in crafting Matiang'i's campaign messaging. So his messaging is going to be very important. Are they going to attack Ruto? Are they going to attack Raila? Or is Matiang'i just going to focus on his bid? Again, that's significant politically speaking. The other thing we should be watching out during the tour is going to be the reaction from other core principles. That is Kalonzo, Wamalwa, Rigathi. How are they going to respond? Assuming they'll be present or assuming they are not going to be present. Of course, that we can only tell probably after the rally. But there's also one thing which I want you guys to help me follow during this tour. The unspoken words or the unspoken messages. Because normally that's the most powerful. What they will not be telling us during that tour. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Makwiny. But if I decide, I might actually go to Kisii to follow this event. I'll start following it, the first stop. If they'll be speaking in Kiswahili, I'll join them. But if they'll be in Gusii or Kisii language, I'll not because I don't understand. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.